It is undeniable that we all utilize social media in our day-to-day lives. It allows us to do things like stay connected, advertise, distract ourselves, get work done, make friends, and more. However, going beyond those service level benefits, what does social media truly do to our lives now and in the foreseeable future? Social media is utilized worldwide and has lasting effects that impact individuals and groups. And as a society, we need to recognize and acknowledge the long lasting effects that social media has left and will continue to leave on society, as it is both helpful and harmful to us. Whether you use social media or not, we all have been impacted by its effects directly and indirectly. Social media has changed how the world operates over the past quarter century. The following will be examples of effects we all should be aware of from social media. I know myself and others maintain personal connections to the effects from social media. We all can likely share a story that impacted our lives that stemmed from social media, whether these stories are positive or negative, they all left an impact. Throughout the speech, you will hear three different main points that address three major subjects of social media's effects, such as positive aspects, negative drawbacks, and future of social media. Starting with the positive aspects. Social media has a multitude of positive aspects. One of the often overlooked benefits is the way it has completely changed business advertising and outreach. Social media allows companies to share their products with a broader audience of consumers. Many businesses utilize this potential in advertising through the creation of their own social media accounts. One of the major examples of social media used by a name brand company is Starbucks. In the article, Know Your Firm, Managing Social Media Engagement to Improve Firm Sales Performance, author Ren Fai and others state how Starbucks is often mentioned as an example of excelling in social media. From campaign content to visual expression, Starbucks masters content that is effective in engaging consumers and therefore generates extremely high social media ROI. ROI is a metric showing the amount of value generated by your investments in social media. Social media brings attention to companies, which helps to form customers that are consistent in purchasing from their respective preferred companies. For example, consider how often you see people sharing their favorite drink orders from Starbucks through their social media, whether it's getting their beloved pink drink or trying something new they saw on TikTok like the brown sugar oat milk shake and espresso. This brings consistent consumer loyalty that stems from seeing a social media post by or related to Starbucks. While not just Starbucks utilizes social media as a key point of advertising, they set an example for companies big and small to take advantage of the attention social media brings. In this visual aid, it goes over some of the effects of social media and business promotion, such as increased exposure, increased traffic, and reduced marketing expenses. On to the second point, the negative effects that social media brings. One of the key negative effects is cyberbullying. Whether you have been the victim or perhaps the bully, cyberbullying is a serious issue. Author Alicia Samari and others of the article, A Qualitative Study on Negative Experiences of Social Media Use and Harm Reduction Strategies Among Youth in Multi-Ethnic Asian Society. She states how negative effects mentioned by participants of the study included development of negative feelings from upward comparisons with others, receiving hurtful comments, all of which that led to things such as unhealthy eating behavior and self-harm. Without a doubt, these effects from social media have serious consequences, while found to be particularly impacting youth ages between 15 and 24. These things can also impact us all. Receiving hurtful comments about oneself can make them feel depressed and lead to those negative behaviors, which can even threaten someone's life. Negative effects of social media don't stem from just the cyberbullying, but social media also tends to lead others to only share the positive aspects of their life. This creates a false reality of life only being full of good moments. Additionally, there is also the physical comparisons people make through social media. This can stem from the widespread shared content of Instagram models and athletes that only post them at their considered best physique and or performance. This can bring those obvious comparisons to make one feel negative towards themselves and how they look and feel. Not only does social media bring cyberbullying and unhealthy comparisons, but the constant use of social media also becomes a severe distraction, particularly in school environments. Students will have their phones out and not pay attention to their education, which, due to how severe the distraction has become, school districts have implemented cell phone policies in hopes of regaining students' focus on education. Now the future of social media. This visual aid talks about the negative effects of social media, such as bullying, teasing, rumors, gossiping. The last main point includes the future of social media and how it is shown to progress throughout time. Stephen McCarthy's article, The Dark Side of Digitalization and Social Media Platform Governance, a citizen engagement study, McCarthy elaborates on the progress of digitalization of an individual, which in simpler terms means that social media is evolving into people. The article states that people have less privacy than ever, along with people have been less likely to be held accountable for their actions over the internet, which makes it hard for creators of these social media platforms to manage their platform's users. Social media has influenced this neglectful behavior by surrounding their users with negativity, which in turn creates a negative impact in their users' lives. In conclusion, I want you all to think for yourselves the next time you click on your favorite social media app. Think to yourself about how is it beneficial to you. Think to yourself about how social media is taking away from your day-to-day life, and think to yourself if you're happy with your investment in social media. Are you where you're supposed to be? Or are you where you want to be?